Hi everyone, and welcome to our Wildcat Wellness Yoga Flow. You can find the list on It's Learning as well, and let's get started. We're going to start today in Child's Pose. We will finish with Shavasana for about 3 minutes to meditate at the end. So come on to your mats, and with Child's Pose we're going to start with our feet together. We'll come down to our knees are wide, feet are behind you and they're together with the tops of your feet on the mat. And then start to walk yourself down. When you get to where you feel the stretch, you can rest your head on top of your arms like this, or stretch your arms straight out in front of you. We're going to take 3 breaths here. So forehead to the mat if you're there. For 1 inhale, breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in again, fill up. Exhale. 1 more big breath, fill up. Exhale, good. Come to tabletop on your hands and knees. Again, fingers are spread wide. You're going to lift your head, drop your belly. Breathe in. Exhale, arch your back, drop your head. Inhale, lift your head, drop your belly. Exhale, arch your back. Head comes down. 1 last run. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, arch your back, drop your head. Come to high plank. You're welcome to come down on your elbows if you would prefer. We're gonna hold this here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Lower down. We're going to press into up dog. If your shoulders are up by your ears, roll them back, elbows close to your body. Tops of your feet are on the mat. And then curl your toes, come to your knees, or just press straight back into down dog. Fingers are spread wide. Take a breath in. And exhale, press back. Inhale, big breath, and exhale. 1 more breath. Exhale, good. And then walk up with bent knees slowly to mountain pose. Mountain pose is a strong, steady pose, so you roll your shoulders back, arms by your side, energy coming through your fingers. Your feet are together. You're gonna look up, take a big breath. Exhale. Reach your arms up, stretch up high. Bring your right arm down towards your side and reach over your left ear. Come back up, reach up, inhale, and to the left. Big breath in, reach up again, forward fold, and we're going to start with ragdoll. So your feet are separated. Step back so you can see. Feet are separated. Bend your knees, grab your elbows, fold forward. Hang out here, and then begin to straighten your legs. Hands are on your elbows, straighten your legs to get the stretch in the back of your legs. And if that isn't enough for you, then you can let your hands go. Relax your hands down to the floor, pull against your legs. Good. Slowly come back up. Big breath in, reach up, and forward fold all the way down to high plank. Lower down, up dog, curl to down dog. Hold here, 1 breath. Exhale, and then walk back up to the top of your mat for warrior. So with warrior, you're going to take a big step back with your right foot. Left foot is in front and it's bent. Make sure if your hips open up that you square them to the front of the mat. Arms come up, reach up high and sink down. So you're reaching up, sinking down. Hold here. Open up into warrior 2. Sink down in that knee a little deeper. Come back up, straighten that front leg, reach, and come down to triangle. up slowly. Rotate your feet to face the wall. Hands come to your waist. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale and fold forward. And in the forward straddle, you can grab your elbows. You can bring your hands down to the floor. You can reach over to one side and the other. Feel the stretch in the back of your legs. Come back up slowly. Step to the top of your mat, mountain pose, and we'll get ready to do the other side. So you're going to step back with your left foot this time, right knee's bent. If the hips turn, square them towards the front, sink down, reach up, sink down, reach up. Open up to warrior two. Straighten that front leg, reach forward and drop down to triangle. Other side. Good. Come back up to mountain pose. Arms come up, big breath in. And forward fold. High plank. Down to the floor, come to up dog. Down dog, hold here, breathe in. Exhale, high on the toes, bend the knees, look forward to your hands, and jump. Come up to mountain and we'll get ready for airplane. With airplane, hands come to the waist. Lift your right foot up. Left big toe is pressing down into the floor. That will hold you. And then very slowly start to press that leg back. Your right foot is flexed to the lifted leg. As you lift your leg behind you, you start to reach forward with your body and reach back with your arms. Look down at the floor. Come back up slowly. Shake it out if you need. Other side. Hands come to the waist. Press that big right toe into the floor. Lift your left leg. Start to go back. Take your time. Look out on the floor in front of you. Straighten that back leg. Flex that left foot and start to lift your arms behind you. Come back up. Shake it out. And half moon. So half moon, we're going to start on our left foot. Bring the right leg up again slightly. Bend that left leg and come down with both hands just on your fingertips. So your fingertips are on the floor. Fingertips to the floor, left foot on the floor, left hand on the floor, and then bring your right hand up. Once you have your balance and you're on your fingertips, straighten that left leg. Once your leg is straightened, then you can start to straighten your lifted leg. Flex or point your foot, lift it straight behind you, and if you have your balance there, bring your right arm up to the ceiling. Come on back down, other side. Right toe is pressing into the floor. Bend your right leg. Come down on both hands on your fingertips. Start to lift the left hand up off the floor. Straighten that right leg, still on your right fingertips. Straighten the left leg. Flex or point. And then if you're there, raise your left hand up to the ceiling. Good, come on back, have a seat. So seated forward fold, your feet are flexed up towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in, reach up high, and then exhale. Walk up slowly, bring your right knee towards your body, your left foot's flexed, reach behind you with your right arm, and then your left elbow comes over your bent knee, press against your leg, look over your right shoulder. Great, Great job. Other side. Right foot's flexed, bend your left knee. Left hand goes behind. Elbow to the outside of that bent knee, and then look over your left shoulder. Great job. Come back up to seated position. We're getting ready for boat. So with boat pose, start with your hands to support you behind you. Bend your elbows as you bend your knees. Lean back into your elbows and bring your legs up. Toes are pointed. From here, you may want to grab underneath your feet, underneath your knees. Keep your feet pointed. Try to lift your arms, let go of your legs, and then the final position would be looking up with your legs high and your arms high, lifting through the chest. Look at your toes. And come back down. Good job. For crow, if you choose to go to crow, we'll get there in a second, but everybody, whether you're doing crow or not, I want you to get into a squat with your ankles towards the outside edges of your mats, and I want you just to rock side to side. Take your elbows, press your legs to stretch your hips out. And then you can play with this, or if you want to, walk your shoulders down your legs. Bring your hands to the mat with fingers spread wide. Bend your elbows and come up on your toes. From here, lift your right leg and your right foot. Make sure that leg is supported by your arm. Then put it down. Lift your left leg and foot. Make sure it's supported. Put it down. Then start to lean forward and consider lifting both legs and feet off of the floor. If you bend your elbows, you'll get a little bit better hold. Good job, everybody. All right, so bridge and wheel. You take your pick. Bridge, I'll start in bridge, and then we'll go to wheel from there. So for bridge, lie on your back, lift your hips, walk your shoulders back and reach underneath to grab your hands. You can stay here, or bring your hands up to the ceiling and then wrap them over close to your ears, elbows close to your head. Lift through the hips, bring your head to the mat, and then press up. Come back down, head, neck, back. Bring your knees into the chest and come back up to sitting. All right, so we're going into the inverted boat. When you're doing the boat, I want them to be very still. If you feel like you want to bounce, that could hurt your back. So when we get into this pose, it's a very steady stretch. So you come down to your belly, and then you can come to your forearms, bend your knees, and then reach back and grab your ankles. Grab hold of your ankles. If your feet are pointed, flex them, and then start to press your feet into your hands, and it will lift you up. Good, and from there, we're going to go into pigeon. So come to your knees, bring your right knee forward and towards the outside edge of the mat, and then walk your left leg back. Before you go down to the floor, I want you to sit up really tall, make sure your hips are squared. If you're over like this, that's not stretching out the right spot. So come up onto your hips, make sure they're squared, then come down on your elbows, and if you want to go all the way down to the floor like child's pose, you can do that as well. Hang out here for 2 or 3 breaths. Here we go. And then walk up slowly. Good job. Switch sides. So your knee is wide on the mat. Walk back. Square your hips. Again, if you're over, come up to center. Then start to walk down. Forearms first. If this feels good, keep going. Back up. Bring both legs around for butterfly. Grab your ankles or your feet. Fold forward. Lie down and bring your knees to your chest. And then extend everything out. Lay very symmetrically so your body can readjust and all the energy can get back to where it needs to be. You've worked very hard, good job. So hug your knees into your chest. And then stretch your legs and arms all the way out. Let your feet flop open, palms are facing the ceiling. Close your eyes, take a big breath in. Exhale. Shavasana. We'll stay here for 3 minutes. Great work, everybody.